In project management, scope, time, and cost are known as the triple constraints. These three elements are closely interconnected, and changes in one often impact the others. Proper management of these factors ensures that a project stays on track, meets stakeholder expectations, and is delivered on time and within budget. The product manager must balance these constraints by setting clear project goals, defining the scope early, and regularly assessing time and costs throughout the project lifecycle. Project scope defines what is included and excluded from a project. It sets the boundaries and outlines the specific deliverables required to meet project objectives. Clear scope definition helps prevent scope creep, which can lead to delays and increased costs. To manage scope effectively, the product manager works closely with stakeholders to clarify objectives, establish realistic timelines, and document requirements to avoid misunderstandings or misalignments. Scope creep occurs when additional tasks or deliverables are added to a project after its initial scope has been defined. This can happen when stakeholders request changes without considering the impact on timelines, resources, or costs. To prevent scope creep, product managers must establish a change control process where any changes are evaluated for their impact before approval. Clear communication and proper documentation are key to managing these changes. Time management is crucial for the successful completion of a project. It involves creating a detailed project schedule that outlines the time required to complete each task, as well as identifying milestones and deadlines. By using tools like Gantt charts or project management software, product managers can track progress, identify delays early, and make adjustments to the schedule as necessary. Effective time management ensures the project stays on track and that the team meets critical deadlines. Accurately estimating the duration of a project is key to effective time management. Estimating involves using historical data, expert judgment, and task analysis to predict how long the project will take. Methods like Monte Carlo simulations or critical path analysis help to predict the likelihood of completing the project on time, considering various risks and dependencies. Having realistic duration estimates ensures the project manager can allocate resources and set achievable milestones. Cost management ensures that a project is completed within its budget. It involves estimating costs, setting a budget, and tracking expenses throughout the project. By monitoring costs and adjusting when necessary, the product manager ensures that the project does not exceed its financial constraints. Accurate cost management also includes assessing risks that could lead to additional expenses and preparing contingency plans to mitigate them. Balancing the triple constraints, scope, time, and cost, is a challenging but essential part of project management. If one constraint changes, the others must be adjusted to maintain project balance. For example, expanding the scope may require additional time and resources. Effective product managers continuously monitor these constraints and communicate with stakeholders to ensure that the project remains on track, adjusting as needed to prevent delays or budget overruns. A real-life example of successful scope, time, and cost management is the development of a mobile app. By clearly defining the scope, setting realistic timelines, and regularly monitoring costs, the product manager ensured that the app was launched on time and within budget. Any changes in the scope were carefully evaluated to determine their impact on the schedule and budget, ensuring that stakeholders remained aligned and the project stayed on track. There are many tools available to help product managers manage scope, time, and cost. Popular tools like Asana, Microsoft Project, and Jira allow managers to create detailed project plans, track progress, and monitor budgets. These tools provide real-time visibility into project performance, helping managers stay on top of deadlines, resource allocation, and costs throughout the project lifecycle. Managing scope changes is crucial for maintaining control over a project. When new requirements or tasks are introduced, they must be carefully evaluated for their impact on the project's timeline, cost, and resources. A formal change control process ensures that any scope changes are aligned with business objectives and that all stakeholders agree on the adjustments before they are implemented. Effective time management involves breaking down tasks into manageable pieces, setting realistic deadlines, and using tools like Gantt charts to track progress. It's also important to monitor for potential delays and adjust timelines as necessary. Regular team check-ins and updates ensure that the project remains on schedule and that any issues are identified early so corrective action can be taken. Accurately estimating costs is crucial for managing a project's budget. Techniques like analogous estimating, parametric estimating, and bottom-up estimating can help predict costs. By assessing historical data, expert judgment, and detailed breakdowns of tasks, product managers can create realistic cost estimates and avoid financial surprises later in the project. Monitoring and controlling project scope, time, and cost requires regular assessment of progress against the project plan. Product managers track tasks, timelines, and budgets to ensure everything stays on track. If any discrepancies are identified, corrective actions are implemented to bring the project back into alignment with its objectives. To deepen your understanding of managing scope, time, and cost, consider exploring tutorials like Project Management Fundamentals on Coursera, Time Management for Project Managers on Udemy, and Cost Estimation Techniques on LinkedIn Learning. These resources provide comprehensive lessons on best practices, tools, and strategies for managing these critical aspects of project management. In conclusion, effectively managing the scope, time, and cost of a project is crucial for delivering successful projects. By understanding and balancing these constraints, product managers ensure that projects are completed on time, within budget, and meet stakeholder expectations. The knowledge gained from mastering these concepts equips you to manage future projects more effectively, ensuring consistent success